I've been treading water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. I've been seeing farther in dark skies, bringing up a fire, not for a time. Following my heart into night, show you how I play no part. Ghosts in the night don't justify the love we lost, the love we hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry
Wow.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. And Rick's here as well. I haven't got his video yet, but he's working on that.
Do you think if I sent this free Hincapie event jersey back to Hincapie and told them I want a new zipper that they would do it?
I don't know. If you tell them that you had a tussle with George and your elbows, then maybe.
Yeah. Like, just ask George. He'll remember me. I'm the
Rick.
guy that 1 year elbowed George and then the next year chased him.
Rick, anybody that meets you remembers you. Hey there, Nick. It's Nick and Rick.
We ran into that the other day on Holly Street.
What, Nick and Rick?
Yeah, Nick showed up, and then there was a moment of them trying to figure out who Nick was, and then I got on and said, "Hey, Nick," and then there was something about Rick knows Nick, and then yeah, it was the whole thing.
Okay.
A lot of rhyming stuff going on.
Yeah, Nick says, who's this Rick character you're talking to? I don't remember him.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, well, just before you appeared, I was just saying, Nick, that anybody that's met Rick will never ever forget him. Always remembered. It was like a Chuckle Brothers sketch. To me, to you. Oh my. I'm gonna who that. Who? That's a proper Scott Mills who.
Let's check. Where'd it go?
So I late joined the last one and only had to do 2 kilometers, and I was like 540th. Well, actually, I was more than that when I first joined. So in 2 kilometers, I thought, well, I was like 576th, I think. I thought, well, okay, let's set ourselves a little goal here. Let's see if I can finish in under 500th. You know, past like 80 cyclists in 2 kilometers. I did. More than. I passed one big blob, and that left about 15. And then I passed another big blob, and I was down way under for 500. Just hurtling around, re-riding it at a snail's pace, waiting for the next one to start. I'll ride the full one this time. Don't want to upset people. Again. But I got the jersey. So that's one thing that I don't have already. I've got the 80s kit now. I think the other one is the granny visor. Yeah, I'm never going to use these things, but hey. Yes, it's the Jurassic Coast one, Nick. You're really quiet, Rick.
I am a little ways away.
Okay, that might explain it. See, I can't see you, so.
Having a lot of trouble with getting chat up on Twitch. I don't know why.
When don't you have trouble?
Let's try full screen. Still nothing on full screen. Okay.
I'm sure you can manage more than 2K, Nick. So Yolanda called me on Friday, telling me that the oven just went bang, and she's cooking something. So she ends up getting the turkey roaster out and finishing it in that. She'd gone down to the basement actually and flipped the breaker for the cooker. But she'd done the right thing. Anyway, I got to look at it on Sunday. The element in one place has melted. I mean, not just melted, and when it went bang, it blew its guts out and all over the inside of the oven. So, yeah. I think the ceramic that they use inside of the heating elements is silicon carbide. So, I think whatever they ate on over the weekend at where Yolanda was going was, I'm sure it tasted lovely with little bits of silicon carbide in it. Crunchy, extra crunchy. There's Deb.
Well, my resting heart rate's gone down. My moving heart rate, though, is still up a little bit.
Seems to circle the other. As you go, you remain a stranger to me, to you. But our pieces left uncovered. I'm thinking about four-leaf clovers. I've got composure, silver coin. Your whole world turned me over right now. But expect to forget.
Jim's just asked me not to get Dev started on the big spin. Ooh. I don't know what's going on there. Oops. Oops, what? What did you do? You didn't miss your mouth eating your lunch, did you, Nick? How can you miss something that big? I don't know what to eat for lunch today. Might go to the office today. Oh, Branston. Now you've said it, Nick. I can get that occasionally. Ooh. I'll draw the line at mustard. Not doing that. Although Walmart do a spicy chicken wrap that has kind of a sweet, spicy mustard dressing in it. That's quite nice. Speaking of spicy, I went in Walmart last night on the way home from the Amateur Radio Club's board meeting. Why are we so far back in the pen? I'm going to do 3 miles before we get to the pen, end of the pen.
Whoa. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I'm really far back from the pen, but...
Well, yeah, I guess... how many people are there? 686. That explains why we're so far back in the pen, and it's only rendering 100 riders, so... Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, went to Walmart, and always at the back of the store there's a little cart there with reduced stuff on it. I usually get bread. Well, on there they had these little bottles of jalapeno ketchup. Now I've had the ghost pepper ketchup from the same brand. That's good. So the jalapeno, I'm thinking, is probably a little less toasty. I don't know. Oops, some people went the wrong way. They're taking a shortcut. Scenic route. Yeah, I saw one person who late joined on the last one. He late joined with 150 metres to go before the finish line. He didn't even have to pedal. We got to say hello to Leonard. Yes, a free spin. Yeah, that happened quite a bit on my last year, Nick. I think it happened on London because it was a short one. I remember riding that, saving the ride, late joining the same event. It joined me with a few 100 metres to go, so I got a free spin. Still had time. Exited and late joined again. Still in the event. Multiple times. So we're not going to be able to ride a lap of this one afterward, Rick, because it isn't a loop.
Yeah.
It's single-ended. But, yep. A little early, there he is. Hello, Leonard. Mind you, you're a bit further up than I am.
Heart rate's looking a little more normal. This is much better. That really had me down this weekend. I was like, what is wrong with me?
Oh, geez, it's Sable.
Maybe I needed to go see a cardiologist or something. Turned out, it's just there is such thing as too much vitamin D. So I'd been taking this vitamin D in the morning. That's mine. And then when Heidi has allergy pills, so I'd go up and grab one of those. And she has some D3. So I just take a couple of those at night when I was taking my allergy pill, not thinking anything of it. And I realized last night when I looked at them, those were double size. So, so I was taking like 6,000 individual units a day. It did take a few weeks for it to catch up, but once it caught up, I felt like I was on some sort of stimulant.
I don't know, Nick. We can ask him. Has Rick recovered from his racing faux pas on Sunday?
Yeah. Well, kind of. I still have to race again. That's the only problem.
Yeah, this is the this is the thing with Rick and Yamal. When they do something like that, when they race, and maybe don't get the kind of position that they hope they would, they really beat themselves up over it.
That was
And
the
then-
worst mistake I've ever made, I think, in a race.
And then it's
was
down to
bad.
their friends to try and make them feel better about what they just did, giving it absolutely everything. Hey there, Owen. How's the jet lag? It's all sorted now. Is Mrs. H and the fur babies, are they all glad to have you back home? I'm sure they are. No. I had my head in the this sounds odd. Sounds like I was trying to commit suicide or something. I had my head in the back of the oven. So I did actually miss Rick trying to make a break.
Yeah, it was, man. It's still. It was just one of those things where, like, that guy was taking off, and I was like, well, I'll just ride this in. And I was thinking, well, I don't know if I trust my sprint. And so I just, instead of thinking about it properly, I thought, well, what's my next chance to kind of have a chance to break? And then I realized as I was getting away, I was like, well, this isn't going to be the right part of the map, because I didn't know what was coming up. And I quickly realized it was not a good point to be trying to break. I think if I would have waited a little longer for like the last kilometer, it would have been better. But I went at 2 kilometers left.
So even on Sunday morning, Owen, when our clocks went forward, I didn't need an alarm clock to wake me up. I was actually awake and watched the clocks go forward. Because I wanted to make sure that the ODZ entry was at the right time for us. So here's an idea for Zwift. Poor Pat has to deal with this every single year. It would be really nice if we could attach a time zone to a ride so it automatically updated itself. Sounds straightforward to me. I don't know. Yeah, so I mentioned my oven. So new elements on its way. It should be here today, but we're having a pie day contest in work tomorrow, and I had signed up for it. Only right now, I don't have an oven to bake in. That's a problem. And while the new element might arrive today, I still got to fit it and let it burn off anything that's on its surface before I put a pie in, otherwise it'll taste all metallic-y. No, so all of the Zwift events are in UTC on, so you want to shift an event, then you shift it and say what time it's going to start in UTC. So events, if they were just left, wouldn't shift at all. In theory. Yeah, they got burned by that in the early days. So did we. I remember one ODZ entry ending up an hour earlier than what it should have been. I remember waking up like minutes before it was due to start, because it was at 3:30 instead of 4:30. Running downstairs, starting my computer saying, look, I'm sorry, our times are messed up because of the clock change. I'll late join.
There. Party's looking much better.
Well, it is kind of semi-sensible, but even more sensible, like I said, would be to attach it to a particular time zone and time in that time zone. So when that local area changes, so does the ride time. It put Pat out of a job. I'm sure he loves it, really. Not. Pat, really appreciate, if you're watching, I really appreciate everything that you do for the ODZ rides, as does everybody that rides on them.
Yeah. Whew.
Alright, well, you're well ahead of me now. I'm just coming to the top.
Pushed up that hill. Just to see where it would go. I think I topped out at like 177. With staying over 5 watts per kilo. That's pretty good. I'm back. It's insane. Yesterday, I was like, why is my heart pounding when I go to bed now? And all night long. And so I was thinking I should look this up when I get up. And I did. And I was thinking about like what's the one thing that I had added the most recently as far as like supplement, and it was the vitamin D, especially since I had increased it in the last few weeks. And man, it works. I was definitely feeling happy and hyped. A little too hyped though. I gotta find a balance somewhere, which probably double the amount that I thought I was taking is probably not where that balance can be found. Whew, but yeah, then Annette all of a sudden like she sent me a message asking how I was doing, and she said she had noticed on my Strava, apparently she's my coach, because she had noticed on my Strava that I had taken 2 days off. And then also noticed that my heart rate was high, and so she asked how I was doing. And I mentioned that, and she works with pharmaceuticals, so she like immediately was able to give me a breakdown of why the vitamin D would do that, all that sort of stuff. Because vitamin D is one of the rare vitamins that can't be flushed out with water and peeing. It actually stores itself in your fat. So that would explain why it built up over time.
Owen said he rode this last night and didn't get a spin. He said the forums blew up.
I saw that.
I rode it.
Last night.
I late joined the last one and got a spin.
The person who I saw do it happens to also be in the UK. Related. But he did find, he thought that the wheels that he had in his garage were new. So you could have gotten something in your garage but just didn't show the spin. I could have talked to Owen too. Owen, yes, that's right. So yeah, so now I know this. So I can know to, like now it all makes sense. Now I'm like, oh, okay. So when you're trying to figure out, like without blood work, you're trying to figure out how much vitamin D you need. You have to do kind of a slow, start low and gradually build up and give it time. Or just get a blood test and find out if you have a deficiency. Which Heidi was like, when I told her, she was like, you were taking how much? She was like, I told you not to take that much. It's like, I didn't know I was taking that much. And I do what I want. I figured if the sun makes your body produce it, you can't have too much of that, right?
Actually, yes, you can. You can get sunburned.
Oh, I think I got the BMX on that same ride, Owen.
Yeah, I had 4 spins yesterday.
It was either that one or the one before.
I late joined, then messed around downloading more music off of NCS. So there's new tracks today. Then late joined. Did I late join another one? Yeah, no, I rode the full one. No, I late joined and then did another lap, so I got 2, and then I rode another one. I late joined another one, so I got 4 spins for about an hour's worth of riding yesterday. Can't do laps on this route, Owen. No, this is an open-ended route, so. But one person late joined earlier with like 150 meters before the finish, so I late joined with 2k to go. So if you push, I guess technically it's possible to finish this one in under 30 minutes. I finished around 500. Although there have been people way ahead of me. And like I said, I joined at 2k, so Rick stands a chance of being able to late join. Yes, I have, Owen. I'm about how far through am I? There's Sylvia. Right on for Sylvia.
That's on the clock. Trying to see how well my heart rate recovers. Seems like it recovers better than it did the other day. It's still, I think I still have a little bit of time before it clears out of my system more. I would be interested to take a blood test right now and be like, just how much vitamin D is there? Can you tell how much of a surplus I have?
It might be blue, Rick. Yeah, I was going to have a look to see how far through the challenge I am on until I got rudely interrupted. Let's have a look. 7%.
Think about it. I wonder what I'm at. I'm at something, I'll tell you. I did go hard this weekend. 8%.
Right on from Annette. Thanks, Annette.
Thanks, Annette. Oh, Annette.
You need help with that, don't you?
With remembering that.
It's more of a breath sound at the end of Annette.
Annette. That's it. Annette.
No, Annette.
Yeah.
No, Annette. That's about it.
I figure it's like Porsche. It's Annette.
Whatever.
I'm going with my way.
Good. It's a good thing she doesn't get upset with people mispronouncing her name. You ever meet her, she'll bop you over the head. Yeah. Kind of looking forward to the socks on. I don't know. I mean, I've done 7% in, well, about a week, so I did go a little bit crazy at the beginning of last week. I wish I didn't think I got that challenge until later in the week, so Owen's saying that it's rumoured to be like another Everest challenge, so you get the 250 points on the challenge, and it jumps to 800 or something.
Yeah. I heard a statistic that if you ride, I think it was like at 4 watts per kilo, 7 hours a week, you would get it done in 40 weeks or something like that. People just complain. The leg joint is an absolute joke. I assume that that's just like new people who are like, they still can't get over the idea of how they're losing places. And I guess maybe that's a flaw in the system, is that maybe they just, on events like this, they shouldn't put the placement. Our rate's definitely still high, but I feel like this is gonna fix it.
She's an itty bitty spider with a itty bitty ladder and a strange jacket round her waist. When she gets a bite, you better run, you better hide, better prove that you're not worth the chase. Yeah, she might be pretty, but I promise it gets scary. Once she wants your daddy and she finds out where you live, creeping in the shadows, eating poisoned apples. She's nothing like you ever seen. Her mood goes up and down and round, and ain't no telling what she might do next. 'Cause she's an itty bitty spider with a itty bitty ladder, and she might just come for you. Should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. 'Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. 'Cause she's an itty bitty spider with an itty bitty ladder, and she might just come for you. She's a snake crawling, creeping on the floor.
Yeah,
Give her time of day, baby. That's
yeah. I looked at the roots, and
swallow you whole, for you know in your control.
I looked at the roots, and I don't think there's any shorter ones that we could do that on this year. I think they learned from that one on.
You should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. 'Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. 'Cause she's an itty bitty spider with an itty bitty ladder, and she might just come for.
I do like this track. It's just bonkers. We've got duck step on now, Rick.
I was expecting more quacking in it, but I get it. Yesterday I put the Sounds of Silence dance mix into my lineup.
I need to have a look for more tracks from this artist. See if they've done anything similar for other animals. But I'm building a collection of tracks up, and I'll share it with the rest of the TeamODZ crew once I've got enough. I added some yesterday. Maybe add some more later today. We'll see.
I see where you're getting the duck no though, or like ducks go. Forget to use my plays more for like all the other features, you know. Ooh. Oh wow.
Yeah, like holding Z down. Yes. Yeah, if you're in an event, if you press a down arrow, you'll get a look backwards for like 10 seconds. I use that a bit in TTTs. I just need a quick view in the reverse when I'm not pulling.
I am so mad right now because I've been keeping up a good pace and I'm 368th place. This means I'm not going to get a trophy.
Oh, come on, Rick. You must try harder. Come on. Really have to beat yourself up over this.
That's alright. I have a plan for an attack at the end.
There's a big blob up ahead. Let's go get it.
Yeah, pretty much I just keep getting into the fastest blob that passes us. I've always found that to be a good way to do it. Or to bridge. Sometimes when I start to bridge though, it never ends. Because by the time I get there, then I'm like,
Yeah, well,
I'm already going faster. Then I keep going.
In the back and out the front. We'll get the next one.
See, it just never ends. Wow, yeah, my heart rate is still high. After I put in some work, it stays up again still, but that should clear up. I was still having an issue last night. Like, my resting heart rate was down closer to what it usually is while I was sleeping, but then when I'd wake up, my heart rate would spike.
There we go.
And I woke up a lot. I also I didn't sleep extremely well. Again.
Oh, Sylvia's up here. How did I get dropped by him? Oh well. How far you got to go?
800 meters.
Ah, so you could have another spin. Maybe.
Oh,
It's going to be close.
maybe. And I didn't late join. Yeah, I don't think I will. So, if I did go a little faster, because I went hard up the climb, but other than that, I haven't gone real hard.
Yeah. So the other thing that you can do with your controllers, if you hold Z down then it will drop the ride-on bomb. I use that quite a bit.
Does A do nothing?
Here's enter. So if you have something selected on the screen, it will select it. All right, later, Nick.
Wow, I reached it right at 30:02. See you, Nick. Another meeting. Wow. Think of all the stuff you could be getting done if you weren't in meetings all the time. You should bring that up in the meeting today. I'm sure that's never been brought up. There's never been a guy like me just dropping those things every so often. I would totally do that. But not in an aggressive way. It would make everybody laugh and smile and be like, oh, Rick. Oh, Rick. Because you may not believe this about me, but in meetings, I tend to sit back quietly until there's an opportunity to insert a joke.
I do much the same. We'd be awesome in a meeting together.
Yeah, it would be a lot like this, I bet.
Oh, if we got started on farmyard animal puns. That would be the best meeting ever.
Maybe I should keep riding just to... Ugh, but this does end up in the jungle. Everybody, BMX is rubbish. Well, yeah. Thank you. It is.
What do you get?
I think I'm getting to
didn't
that
see.
point. I got wheels, but I already had them.
Yeah.
So are there must be 2 sets of wheels in the game, huh?
I don't know.
Or in the spin?
Yeah, on the wheel, yes. Yeah.
Is it just 2 different colors?
I don't think so.
I'll have to go back and look at some point. Maybe. Let's see. Alright, what am I doing? I'm gonna do, I guess 20k works. And then maybe I'll go spin around. Yeah.
What do we get?
A little higher.
Well, I've already got it.
Another one. We're gonna have a lot of drops by the end of it.
I know, right?
I am getting pretty close to you, aren't I? Compared to where we used to be. Wait,
What, drops wise?
66?
Yeah, 66 million.
Figures. Yeah, see, I'm getting close. Never mind. I guess it's about the same it's always been. You're about 20 million ahead of me. At first I thought it said 40. 46. And I was like, oh wow, I've never been this close. Not true. So I still have this wheels thing. See how it says new on it? Still. Then it also says new in the drop shop. So something in here is new, but nothing is marked as new. Maybe if I equip them, it will stop. Nope. I have a feeling this will be something that they will address on one of the new updates. An issue on iOS where things are new in the garage when nothing is new.
Yeah.
That was the one last year, right? Tri-spoke.
No, that's from this year.
But yeah, I guess I'll just have new stuff.
More new
That
stuff.
isn't really new. I have nothing new stuff. Ooh, today I'll get another streak. Or did I get? Yeah, I did get a streak. I'm doing all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, look, see what time the pool's open today. We are the 11th. 5:30 till 7:30 and 1 till 3. It's open right now. What meetings have I got? Oh yeah, I've got to go to the dentist this morning. Oh, okay, I can swim after a meeting this afternoon. That'll do.
That's right. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I hope it's in the afternoon. I like going while I'm at work. I've found out this whole going before work thing. Like, why not get paid to do it? You know. Wait, are we live?
Yep. Why, what secrets are you giving away?
It's fine. They don't mind.
Well, yeah. Owen, mate, I don't know what to do now. Hey, Owen. Look. All the route badges. Yay. It would be so funny if I came in here and they'd added some routes. Is this the same argument as saving going to the bathroom until you get to work? Yes, yeah. I caught back up. Yes. So getting Yorkshire double loop was kind of challenging. That was the last one I had to get. I found an event that was on it, so I joined that, and it was a workout, but I didn't do the workout. I just rode with them. It was banded as well, so I could just ride it really easy and slow them all down.
Oh, never mind.
Which one was it? There was one that I rode the morning that the big spin started. Oh no, it was, yeah. When was it? I can't even remember what it was now. It was a route that was like 1 hour 45, and I ended up hammering it up the Epic KOM so that I could late join my first big spin. Alright, Owen. Oh. Well, yeah. Let's go and see what Jim and Debs is doing. What are you riding with? Oh, Megan's riding. Alright. Gonna ride with Megan.
Wow, which one are they with? Are they with Yumi? Or something? Guess I need to get back with the pack and then I'll be able to settle down.
Megan's on the volcano.
Oh.
Oh, Megan doing 6 watts a kilo. Should have dropped my coffee stuff. Some guys locked onto me. Coffee stopping. Oh well. I just dropped him. Guy with coffee stopped on me. I stopped pedaling. Oh, he's caught back up again now. I stopped pedaling. He stopped pedaling. Well, he came to a stop as well. And then I started again. And he stayed still. Nick's back. Nick led the meeting. He said, proper meeting, run by proper meeting lead. Booked for an hour, over in 11 minutes. That does sound like a good one. That happened to me last week, actually. And then my team leader booked a meeting. Said, well, we don't have anything on the agenda, so this one should be short. It overran. Never ever say that. Oh, Megan's off again. He's all the way up there. Keeps dropping me doing a 6 watts a kilo. So it could have been over in 6 minutes, Nick. Yeah, my Wednesday mornings are my worst day for meetings. I'm double, sometimes triple booked between 9 and 10. And one of the ones at 9 is a must attend. So I join one at 8 o'clock for an hour, then switch to the other one, then switch back. It gets a bit silly, but so Faith got her wallet back last night. Did I tell you the story, Rick?
No.
Okay, so Friday there's a trip for the photography students to Chicago, and being friends with a few of the photography students and the professor, she got invited. So she goes along, decides she wants to stay a little bit longer than the students. So her and a couple of her friends decide they'll get the train back to they go to South Bend, and I don't know how they got back from South Bend, so I need to figure that bit out. Anyway, she gets back to the university, holds her bag up to the card reader to get into the dorms. Door doesn't open. No, I think that's odd. Juggles it around a little bit. Doesn't open. So then she starts rummaging through her bag for a wallet which has a student ID card in it. It's not there. So, you know, she's a little bit worried at this point. But she had stopped at her friends to drop them off. So then thinks, well, maybe I left it at my friends. Anyway, she gets let into the dorms. Still has a key for her room. And goes to sleep. Following morning, she calls me. And she thought, you know, it might have been in the room. Might have not taken it with her. Turns the room upside down, doesn't find it. She's right, okay. Well, she was really upset actually. So she's right, okay. Well, let's check your card accounts, make sure nothing's gone out of them, and we'll just block them for now because you've still got other places to look. So I turned all the cards off. Then what? He called the friends, couldn't find it there. So right, okay, it's gone. So I'm thinking, right, okay, well we need to start at least letting banks know that it's gone. By which time, she just happened to check her email, and she'd left it on the train. Someone had handed it to the conductor. The conductor had seen her student ID and found her webpage with her graphic design work on it, which just happened to have a click here to email me button. So she clicked there and sent Faith an email to say, I've got your wallet. Feel free to come and collect it anytime. So she collected it yesterday. That was a long story, wasn't it?
That was like one of my stories. Wow, this is nice zone 2 pacing for you today. There was a while where I couldn't ride with Coco. Although I guess when I look at my graph, it is a little...
Where did Megan go?
Gray spot. We're on the 5.
Oh, she's there. Yes. Although, Nick, we still need to be careful, and I might still get Faith to replace her credit cards anyway. They've been out of her possession. Whoever gave them to the conductor could have taken copies of them, and in fact, if it's probably their best way of being able to guarantee they'll continue to be able to use the cards whenever they want. Because if the cards get stolen, then what are you going to do? The original owner's going to report them lost. They're going to be cancelled straight away. Never going to be able to use them. Isn't the naughty person? But if they give the cards back, having copied the information off them, then the owner's less likely to cancel the cards. So, yes. What event's starting? Are you big spinning again?
Thinking about it, but I'm also having a really good time here.
Yeah, I'm not riding it again. I've had 2 spins. I might let it join. We'll see how long.
One thing that, yeah, that's what I'm thinking I might do. One thing that Heidi had mentioned to me yesterday was that she remembers everything. And when I told her that I had found out that it was because I was taking too much vitamin D, she was like, I told you not to take that much. And because then she was like, when your last blood test came back, you were doing perfectly fine on vitamin D. It's like, okay. So I didn't really need any.
Yeah.
If I would have gone to my doctor, they'd be like, you're all set. I mean, guess you could take a little. So my body really didn't need any more, and I was just really pounding it to me.
So Faith has 3 cards in a wallet. 2 are debit cards and 1's a credit card. The debit cards can be controlled off their app or apps, and can be switched on and off, enabled and disabled as she sees fit. So I've told her to keep those disabled until she wants to use them. That takes effect immediately. So if she needs to use it, she can be walking in the store, turn it on, make the payment, and then turn it back off again. So I'm not too concerned about those. But
the trick is getting her to do that.
Yeah, I've told her to, and
she's pretty good with that.
I don't know. We'll see. Unusually, her primary bank one, they will. What? She has a Whoop. What's a Whoop? Megan has a Whoop.
It's like a wristband that has a subscription to it. Gets a little more in depth than Garmin.
Yeah, so unusually, the debit card for her main account includes insurance, so any fraudulent use of it is covered. They don't usually do that for debit cards. She said it's a wearable tracker, tons of metrics, including sleep. She said it turns out I wasn't good at that. Huh. Didn't know that one. So I went in Walmart last night and picked up some Gatorade powder and walked over to where the mini eggs are, and the shelves were bare. No mini eggs. Sold out. Chocolate orange mini eggs in Tesco. So did I've got to ask, did everybody at camp like Jelly Babies, Owen? That's a decent ride. Megan just had.
I just joined Megan as she was sat on the side.
Yeah, she's just finished her workout. I wondered who the other woman was. I mean, I recognised Charisse in the photographs, but I didn't know Crystal. So thank you for wasn't that, Luke? Time is it? 6:35. 25 minutes to the end of the next big spin. Let it dry. guess we'll go for another one.
Who is Crystal?
Was that Camp? There's that Rick.
Oh yeah, I saw her, but I didn't know who she was. Heart rate's gradually working its way back. How much should I ride?
How much of the factory tour have I done now? 7% still.
Mr. Bits, how do you do? Looks like it's getting real warm down there today. It looks like that warm line stops right at the border of Maine.
You know, I've hardly been able to hear Rick all morning, and then all of a sudden he blows my ears out.
I got
Like eating
real
the
close.
microphone. Yeah. Missed. Getting a little bit this
Mr.
morning to
Kitten
you.
is there.
Yeah, well, I'm going to fill one bottle up here. Oh, it was
Where are the people?
6. There was people in Walmart yesterday with shorts and t-shirt on. It was that warm here. Certainly don't miss an opportunity to do things like that here. It got up to 60 degrees.
Shoot, last night Grace was talking about like her whole team when they were down in New Jersey this weekend. They were like, yeah, we went out on the beach and it was warm, we were tanning. And I was like, she was like, it felt warm. I was like, it was only like mid 50s there. She was like, yeah, but it was warm on the beach. And I'm like, nah, all the other teams were like, that team must be from Maine.
Or Wisconsin.
Nobody else wanted to be out on the beach. Yeah, or any other northern state.
Yeah, it gets up to 43 today. That's the high of today. But Friday, Saturday, 66, 63. It's sunny on Friday. I might see if Rick wants me to go up his tower and get his antennas installed on Friday.
Sure. If you'd like.
If I like.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the other Rick?
No.
Wisconsin
No.
Rick?
Yes, Wisconsin Rick. My amateur radio friend Rick. Not you. Unless you've got an amateur radio set up and you need some antennas installing on your 60-foot tower. I mean, I'll climb it for you.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't, but
Well,
I
let me
always
know.
say yes to an offer. From friggin' Maine. Holy, those cheerleaders must be from friggin' Maine. Look at them. They're on the beach sun tanning. It's 50 degrees out there. They
I
even
remember
went in the water.
going to Beach Island in South Carolina. We went there in January, and I'm thinking the hotel that I was staying in had a pool. I remember taking swimming stuff with me. I'm thinking I'm going in that pool after my first day in the mill in January, and then taking a photograph and sending it back home. Well, I went to the mill that morning, with that plan. When I got back, I was going in the pool. Got back to the hotel. It drained it because it had a crack in it. Oh, great. Oh well. Well, I'm either standing here doing nothing, or I'm late joining and riding for 20 minutes. I guess I'm riding for 20 minutes. I can do that.
I need to go find out why there's nobody moving in my house, and they should be out the door right now. What is going on here? Why am I watching after we can't close it?
I wonder how close it will join me to you. Locating Zwift there. Which one? There's 835 to choose.
There's a orthodontist. Oh, my bad.
Oh, it's joined me 200 ahead of you, Rick.
I think that's where I started.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm seeing 4 watts a kilo in this group. I'm not going to be doing that. The blob ahead that this blob's trying to catch, I think.
Man, when you say tachycardia, that sounds so bad. Sounds like, oh no. Tachycardia. One of those things.
Uh-oh.
Sounds
Pedals
like,
aren't
am
awake.
I eligible for open surgery?
My pedals have gone to sleep just as my pedal assist ended there. Yeah, we're catching this blob up ahead of us now. Now I'll get dropped.
Now with this jersey, I have to try to remember to not unzip it all the way. Just take it off by sliding it over my head.
Why?
Because it's the zipper's a little busted up at the bottom. So if I zip it all the way down, then the actual zipper falls off.
Oh,
Seems to happen to a lot of my jerseys for some reason. The only ones that have survived are my ODZ one and my 2 specialized jerseys. But I have like 5 of them out of commission right now because of zippers. There's zippers all over my desk here because I'm gonna fix them. They're gonna get fixed.
pick a zipper, any zipper. Who just said good morning to you? Did someone just say good morning to you?
I don't feel it's me.
Oh,
I
okay.
decided to wait because I had a feeling it wasn't me.
Oh, come on, you've got to be the only Rick on this ride, right?
What's the chances, huh? Ah, it's Rich. Well, that made no sense. Whoever said something, whoever mentioned about people chatting, the point of group rides is to cheat. Not chatting is cheating.
No,
Okay.
it was Rich. Where is he? Where's he gone?
It's Rutherford.
Rutherford. Yeah, Rutherford. Rutherford ODZ.
Richard.
No less.
Yes.
I've dropped 30
He's
places
usually
so
on-
far.
I think he's usually on the Sunday morning rides. There. My heart rate's kind of sitting down again now. This is good. I feel like I'm going to notice a big difference tomorrow, and then the next day should be right back. I'll look for Rich Rogers. Now, this one is not the floral jersey. This one is last year's Hincapie Bangor jersey. At least I have a heart. I don't have to be on a journey to try to find a heart. That sure would be a predicament if I didn't have one. But yeah, this one so far, I think actually maybe my other Hincapie jersey is fine. But that one, I accidentally got a medium, and mediums just aren't, they don't work for me. I've learned I have to get a small jersey.
Yeah.
The worst that'll happen is it'll be super tight, and the best that'll happen is it'll fit just right. But mediums can be all over the place.
Absolutely.
I want to feel it cupping my nipples.
We'll have no nipple speak on this channel. Doing a Megan now. So tequila, trying to catch this group ahead.
Yeah. It's dark. Yeah, the original Wizard of Oz. It's dark. It's funny because they've just made it so like it's so much a part of the culture that you just kind of think, oh yeah, it's a children's story. That's how most of those stories seem to be if you read the originals. But I mean, it could also be based a little more off of, you know, times in history where the reality was that the world can be dark. And then they're adapted to fit when the world is less dark.
Well, this group's just breaking up. It's just shedding riders. Every time I sprint to catch on, I get on the back of them just in time to catch up a group that's dropping off them.
But yeah, dark books don't usually make for good bedtime stories, that's for sure. Oh, wow. Nick Chopper. Sounds like a Stallone movie now. Hey, if I only had a brain.
That's my only sprinting on
Nice,
this ride.
yeah.
I might get a late join this
Yeah.
one, Rick.
I
6K
spent
to
a
go.
little bit of time up at the Charleston juvenile facility. And while I was there, the guy that was lost on the mountain on Katahdin, he came in to do stuff. And there was a lot of reading time there. So it was good to be able to get another book to read. But yeah, I think he died like really shortly after that. Don Fendler, yeah. Which they have that movie that just came out recently. Stallone as Nick Chopper, thank you. I was gonna say Adrian, but I thought that'd be too much. It's like, nah, we don't need to do that. That's just mixing movies.
Yeah, I'm not going to make this.
Oh, nice. Have you ever heard of that book, Andy? Lost
No, I
on the
haven't.
Mountain in Maine?
No.
Yeah, it's a true story about a kid that got separated from his family on Mount Katahdin, which is that one I hiked a couple years ago when my sister was up. And the weather up there is very temperamental. It can be very nice everywhere else and then be an absolute storm up there. But he was missing for, what was it? It was like 10 days or something, or was it longer than that?
Well, it'd have to be decaf in little bits. I only drink decaf tea.
I mean, I don't want to speak for Mr. Bits, but I bet he'd be fine with that. He'll allow it. But yeah, it was one of those things where they thought the kid was dead. Because this was like early
How long ago was this?
1900s. Early
Okay.
1900s, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, because when he came in to the juvenile facility, he was, man, he must have been like right around 90. And that was 2000 and I think it might have been 2000.
Uther returns.
Ooh, Andy has a fireplace. Oh, see, Nick has reversed it. He has vetoed the previous bill. You are no longer allowed to have tea if you're
But
not technically English anymore.
I'm a dual national, Nick. I can drink tea. I'm English and American.
Dual citizenship. All right. So Andy is filibustering. Now
That's
he is
kind of
bringing up-
schizophrenic at the moment, both, I think. 9 days without supplies on one of the toughest trains in Maine, I would say. That mountain is brutal. It's insane. Like when I went up, we went up in June and it was very nice weather, beginning of June. Very nice weather everywhere else. It was in the 70s on the summit or on the base. And when we got to the top, it was snowing and you couldn't see anything. And wind was blowing at 50 miles per hour. And we were planning on going on knife's edge, which is a very thin area at the top that you climb across or you walk across, but it's just drop-offs on either side. And so we decided not to do that.
A big blob
They
behind
were
me.
warning us.
Sorry.
They were warning us about the top and to be careful. Ooh, Roosevelt even gave him a medal.
Huh.
But yeah, it was
56 kilometers. Wow, in 9 days. That's some going.
there was a thanks for right on, Luma. There was oh, what am I
Oh, well.
gonna say?
I was hoping to try and finish this under 200, but that's not happening now. 2K and 4 minutes to do it in at 42 kilometers an hour. I think if I can save this quick enough, I'll get a chance to late join a second time.
Oh, 1939. Okay.
Wow.
He must have been, yeah, so he was like 82 when he came in. How you doing?
I'm okay. I have a little thing. I caught something on the plane going back on top of the cold that I got in Arizona.
Yeah, trips like that are rough. I mean, not that I would know because I've never taken a trip that long, but
Yeah, it also might not be something that I just feel I have something, but not that fast. It will go over.
I know cross-country trips feel bad enough where it's like, when I used to go out to California to visit my brother, it was like, I'd get there and kind of be like, I'd almost feel like everybody should know just how tired I am right now. But of course, no one cares. He'd be like, let's go hit the bars. He was still drinking then.
Going back is actually not that bad because it's very quick, and I had a 50-minute layover in Chicago, so no time wasting. It's going out is a problem because you need a long layover for immigration and stuff. So this year I really needed it because immigration was over an hour and security check was also another hour, so that was not good.
Alright, give me my spin. Let's see if I can make this late join.
If I ever have to fly with my mom again and she starts complaining on her way to TSA, I'm going to be like, just be happy we're not going through immigration, Mom. I will put you through immigration if you keep it up.
So we're back in Amsterdam, and I'm in the line for domestic passports or EU passports. And people in that row start complaining that the row for the Americans is not long enough.
Yeah, that's the thing, Kitten, with that area, that 100-mile wilderness trail, is like, you know, it's always talked about how tough the 100 mile
Well, I get another spin.
Wilderness Trail is. But not only is it the toughest part and most remote part of the Appalachian Trail, but then you also have to climb the tallest mountain to get to the finish.
I'm in the pen. Come on, zip me away. I'm the only person in the pen now.
Oh wow, I think I'm gonna, or no, I won't make it. So I did late join. And it's 8 o'clock. Wow, pretty good.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
So if you do late join just right, then you can get 2.
Yes, I made it. I'm in. With 100 meters to go. I don't have to pedal.
Oh wow.
I'm actually ahead of you. There we go. I've just finished.
I was telling him yesterday. First of all, I miss him because he hasn't been streaming because he got a tattoo, and he learned last time that you want to give those a chance to heal up before you start riding hard. But usually he'll do like an entire investigation.
No,
First one he'll be signed up for, and he will try all things to see how to game it the best.
I hadn't thought about doing that, Owen. Just randomly late joining and see if we can get in for the last few 100 meters, even if I'm sat at my desk doing nothing.
I do love it that Owen's at work at his desk. I'm in the same group as you, Andy. Crossing the line and getting my spin.
Well, there you go, and you get a ride on from me. I think you're actually behind me, Owen. I just let's have a look. Where's it?
Oh come on, another half.
Oh no, you're just to the left of me. You're right there.
Oh, I did get it. Okay. I thought I was getting oh yeah.
Got the granny visor. Oh, I need that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got the kit earlier. I need the granny visor. So if I go like this, I should see Owen right there. There he is. There he was. Oh no, that's Owen still there. I think. No, Owen's gone. I'm on the TV. I've been on the TV a couple of times now. I think the last time was the Oshkosh Marathon. My legs went past the camera. Righto, well, I think that's it for me today. Did I make any more on here? Yes! Another full point. No unit and a percentage. Alright. Well, Rick, I will let you say it.
Bye now.
There we go. I'm going to head out, go and get some breakfast. Get ready for my heading into the office. I'm not going to hit the pool right now. I'll do that this afternoon, I think. But have a good day, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Getting a little bit. So, Nick, thanks for chatting. Appreciate it. Everybody else that's out there. And we'll be back. What day is it tomorrow? Wednesday tomorrow. We'll be back with our divas tomorrow. So until then, take care. Have a great day. Bye for now.
I've been treading water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart?